Puss in Boots is back, and we are back with Power Play Garage. I'm trying something different. I'm using my iPhone, which is tied into my Mac computer, and I'm hoping for the best. I still haven't figured it out yet, but hopefully I will. So the new project's going to be a 1970 Ford Mustang Fastback. I pulled the engine and transmission out yesterday, and she helped. Yep, she wants me to pet her to show her appreciation on taking this engine and transmission out. And I'm using parts of this as a donor car. I'd have to say 80% of this car is pure junk. But I have a title, a VIN tag, and that's all I need when it comes to building a brand new one. Yesterday I ordered some new parts, a lot of parts to finish it up, from new doors, which I have doors in there, but I want new ones because it's going to be a new 1970 Ford Mustang. And if you all don't know or realize, it's very much legal to do what I'll be doing, taking the VIN number from this along with the title and transferring it to this. And it's not a simple project, but it's easy enough. There's some more panels. Here is the shell of the car. I'm actually getting it set up for wider wheels, tires, tubbing it out bigger. And there's the other one over there. There's the quarter over there. So that's that. There it is. And the parts that are coming, oh, there's the roof skin. And the parts that I'll be getting is to connect a lot of this stuff together. There is the radiator support right there. Another part for the back seat section for the Fastback. Here's another piece. This is, I guess, where the back seat would attach to. That's the trunk lid, actually. Those are the other pieces that were attached to those sections there. So the next step I'm going to be doing is removing the windshield. I don't want it in the way. I don't want it to get broke. And I will be selling this car and trying to sell it along the way, because I am going to make it a roller. I will not be finishing the bodywork or painting it. I don't want to get it involved with that unless the person who buys the car wants me to finish it for them. That's one thing, but I'm not going to take it to that stage yet. Let's see if I can flip this around to where I can actually see myself doing this. Let's see. I don't know if I can actually. Nevertheless, let's see. Hopefully you can see me in the car. Can't really tell. But once I remove the windshield out of here. Yep, once I remove the windshield, I'll do that very carefully. And I do have the rest of the glass, so that'll work when it goes back together. And a lot of the pieces, like this section right in here that holds the weather stripping, I'll be attaching that to the car, taking this out. I don't know how much really that dash I'll be able to use. I do have instrument clusters that are in better shape, dash that's in better shape, that's original for 1970. And there's a bunch of other parts that are in here that I don't believe I'll be using, because whether they could be restored or not, to me it's junk. It won't be new like I need it. And if I make it a roller, it makes it easier for somebody to purchase it. And this engine does run. I did get it running for a little bit without actually the carburetor, because the throttle setup is solid. I did try to free it up without taking it apart. It's only a 2-barrel carburetor. I did not want to waste my time with that. I just wanted to make sure it was running. I checked with the compression. It's up there high enough, and I guess for sitting for 10 years, because that's how long the car's been sitting, it was doing pretty decent. But the transmission does work. As you can see, I got it sleeve in there, drive shaft tail end in there to keep it from leaking any oil when I was taking it out. But I will clean this up and if I will put it on the engine run stand, and if I get it running really nice, I will clean it up and paint it and put it in the new car. The sections that I'm going to be using, as you probably would imagine, all this through here, the tower, shock towers, and all the components that run from one side to the other for the engine to go back in, and all the lower and upper control arms. I will be sandblasting all that stuff. I will be replacing the front inner fenders right here. I do have new fenders coming as well. I ordered everything yesterday. It's pricey, but at the end of the day, having, you know, a brand new car, it is worth it. And even new rails I have. Here they are, I might as well show you. Puss in Boots is about to go next door and kick that dog's ass for barking. But as you can see, these new pieces here, these new rails, I also have the extensions that go from this underneath the floor pan. I have them coming. I have the trunk section coming where the gas tank goes in with the support, with the shocks and everything. So I believe I'll have a complete car, and I have a lot of support pieces that go in when it comes to the V8 engines that belong on the car. It's going to be a task, but it's going to be well worth it when it's all finished. And I will be keeping these are pretty solid. It's a good thing they had oil leaks, because it kept it from, you know, deteriorating and rotting out. And I will sandblast them, make them look fresh and clean, and make sure they're solid. This piece I definitely need. I will be replacing the radiator support. I have a brand new one there. This one, though, looks pretty good and it's pretty solid, but there's this piece here being broken. I don't want to use it because I have a new one. I'd rather replace it. I even have new quarter tails. I think a 67, so it wouldn't work for the 70. And some of those parts you see up there are made for 65 and 66, so I couldn't use them. But that's okay. Those parts are for sale. It is a Valance front piece, and from what it says, it's a fiberglass. I do have other parts. I have a full door shell. I have one. It's in that box up there, and I believe it's for the same year. Let's see, 65 and 66 Mustang door shell from Dynacorn, and the majority of my parts are from Dynacorn, so some quality there. And see, there's the dash right there. I'll probably be using that, but as you can tell, Dynacorn, and the parts that I ordered, Dynacorn. That's Dynacorn, and so of all those pieces there. So, and actually the bigger tubs are Dynacorn, and as you can see, right there, big ones. And here she is again. She wants more attention, but stand by for the next part as I go to remove the windshield, and hopefully I'll be able to download this and get it posted before you know it. So hang on tight. Okay, I am back. Windshield safely came out. The upper part of the dash pad is out. There it is. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know how to turn the thing around. So there is the upper dash. Yep. And as you can see, the instrument cluster, the steering column is out, complete column. And there it hangs in the balance. Yep. And fenders are off. I will not be using them. They're pretty decent though. They're sort of solid. One more so than the other. You could salvage them, make them nice if they wanted to put the time in, if they didn't want to spend money on brand new ones, but these are originals. And I've been removing wiring. I unplugged the harness from the firewall. I'm trying to work on that piece right there. I've already disconnected the blower motor. And then we got brake lines right there. I got to remove. The fuel line comes from the inner part there along the front rail. It goes down inside. A lot of that, all that stuff will be removed, but I won't be using that section anyways. I will be sandblasting and reusing the brackets for the front bumpers. I will be reusing those. And actually, as you can see, there are the new ones, both of them. I have the new sections for the underneath, that goes underneath the front floor pan, that you can see that slide right into there and then go underneath there. And they're actually, the whole shipment of the stuff that I ordered is coming tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. And hopefully I got everything I need. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep plugging away at removing a lot of the stuff. My let's see, I should say my non-sponsored PB blaster right there. I've been using the heck out of this large can, spraying down a lot of the stuff because I will clean them up and reuse them if I decide to put certain parts back. But as I stated, it will be for sale. Yeah, I know as a roller, the engine does run like I mentioned, and I might do some more to that. And if I go that far with it, I will paint it and I will install it into the new car. But you know, a little bonus on the selling point, because they'll probably take it out and put something else in it. But hinges are working just fine. Hood hinges. I even have another set, a newer set, I think. If I clean these up, these would look really nice. But you know, I even have the springs, but both of them are working real easy. So that's a plus. And let's see this one here. Yep, see that? Right up. Little slap. Kick it down. And all this section here is coming. It's all brand new. You know, you can tell this is pretty rotted out. And that's why I reordered this whole thing here. All new stuff. And if I need these things here, then I'll order them as well. Because this one is rotted on the bottom. Well, the new car itself has all new inner and outer lockers, so there's no problem there. And this one here got a little crushed. So I'm not really sure what these are called. I'd have to look them up so that I can get them and replace them. I just got to see what's coming tomorrow and start putting it together. I am going to start putting it together once I have the parts, even if this sits for a bit, so that this way I can see exactly what I need. I even have an extra headlight bezel, I think, for the front. I might even have the other side. I won't need it because I have these. These are good, and I believe they're made out of aluminum, so there's no rust on them. They are pretty solid. They're in pretty nice shape, other than having blue paint and primer on them. They are nice. So, and I'm not sure if I'll send this out and get it sandblasted or do it myself. I'm not really sure yet. I'm going back and forth with it to get it all done nice and cleaned up so I don't have the mess here. But we'll see. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I want to make it go quickly And always we want it as smooth as possible. And it'd be interesting when I start spot welding that together. I have the machine to do that. It's a really interesting thing how spot weld it just like this was done back in the day. I'll be doing the same thing to that as it goes together. So that's going to be pretty fun. And I do have 2 gas tanks. One is better than the other. I will be placing the better one after it's cleaned up in the car. And as you can see, I have the spare parts off at a distance. The extra stuff that I won't be using, like the doors and whatever else, like the hood I won't be using. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, all that stuff over there, I won't be using it. You know, all brand new stuff is coming. And I'd rather make it as much as brand new as possible. And I might even end up putting the brake assembly in, that whole intersection. All that stuff normally does not come with a new shell when you buy it. And when you look it up, it's $20,000. Let's see here. Hopefully you get to see me. I looked it up already. For a 70 Fastback, it's $19,995.95. To me, that's 20 grand. Then you got tax. Then you got shipping. And it doesn't come with front fenders. It doesn't come with a grill. It doesn't come with bumpers. It doesn't even come with the tail pieces or the separate pieces that I just pointed out, the headlight bezels in the front. It does not come with the tail light bezels. There's a lot of things that it does not come with when you order it, like these sections right here. Doesn't come with all that stuff. So by the time you're done, you know, you're in the $25,000 zone. And then obviously, you know, you got things you got to put together. So, and it's not a roller. I might have mentioned that earlier. Doesn't have any front or rear suspension. None of that stuff. None of it. So this will be a bonus, really, for somebody who would be interested in the 70 Fastback Mustang. They can even make it a Mach 1. I have a Mach 1 hood, and it's that one over there. But I have a much better, nicer hood to go on this car for sure. So I've been looking forward to moving closer on this. And when the parts come tomorrow, I'll definitely be showing you that. So until then, peace out. Tomorrow's another day.